Yeah, hey, welcome to the stream. We'll just get our frequency turned into ground here. We'll get some clearance, and we talk to them on 121.9. So 121 decimal niner.
And Papa for your particular hello.
Castrop ground. Good evening, Lufthansa 471. Stand Bravo 19er. IFR, please, to Amsterdam. Forgot where I was going there for a minute.
Lufthansa 471, good evening. Castrop cleared to Amsterdam via Lango 1 Alpha departure, runway 0 for right, initially flight level 70, squawk 7312.
Alright, cleared to Amsterdam. That'll be the lane 1 Alpha for runway 04 right, initial 7000, squawk 7312 for Lufthansa 471.
Lufthansa 471, readback is correct. Call for push and start.
Roger, I'll give you a call for push. Thanks, Lufthansa 471. Okie dokie. Happy days. So we'll go ahead and do our star and all that en route. So yeah, and we're going to do a flaps 2 takeoff with 0.3 up, and that's already sent in there, but we'll just rock it anyway. Bad format in my butt. Didn't like something. Oh, I forgot to put the up in there. Well, it was already there, so happy days. And yeah, CI 35 is going to work real nicely for us on this flight. Well, not a lot to do. Everything is looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay, perfect. We'll just minimize the MCDU there and get us off ground power since our APU is now up. Well, we'll do that by bringing up MCDU number 3. We for the guys not familiar with the Airbus, there's a hidden MCDU here. It's not used to control the aircraft, but rather to set the aircraft up and to handle some of the pre-flight stuff. So we already loaded our fuel. Options are, for the aircraft like any other aircraft, and we're just going to go to ground services. And looks like we are already off ground power. That's unusual because I don't remember doing that. Maybe I'm just quicker than I thought I was. Okay, so we're going to get our fuel pumps on. Wonderful. And we'll go ahead and put the APU bleed on. Everybody's in their seat. Everybody's buttoned up. We'll go ahead and retract the jetway. There we go. And Castrop ground. Good evening once again. Lufthansa 471 ready for the push and start.
Lufthansa 471, hello again. Push and start up QNH 1020, call for taxi.
Push start approved. Thanks for that, Lufthansa 471. Now, usually it'll tell you to face a certain direction. We're at the end here, so I think he really doesn't care too much. If you guys will just give me a... Well, let's see. We're going to be going to runway 4 right. Let me get my route back into my EFB. Oh, that's Manchester. That will not work. Okay. EKCH. 1 second here, guys. It's just going to take me a... I had to get the flight plan in my electronic flight bag real quick because I was set up for a different flight and ATC went offline. And I told a young man I met today that I would do a flight under ATC control so he could see what VATSIM is all about. So I had to shift up, and that put me in a situation where I needed to update a bunch of flight sim software and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a busy morning. Okay. And modify, it's going to be 4 right on the 1 alpha. Yep, like the 1 alpha. Insert. Perfect, perfect. Now you guys will be able to see the EFB. and go to 4 right, which is all the way down there. So we'll go nose right, tail left. Here we go. Parking brakes are set. And push back. Like I care. And let's see if it'll do it. Yep, there we go. Nose right, tail left. Happy days. Guys have any problems with the Route City? We are going from Copenhagen to Amsterdam. And we are using some old freeware scenery right now for Copenhagen. We've got the Fly Tampa scenery for Amsterdam. So you know what? It's not as good as the payware that's out there. This is some pretty old scenery, to be honest with you, but it's better than default, right? So look at that sat dome on the tail end of the Lufthansa, just forward of the vertical stabilizer. You see the new sat dome? That's brandy new. Actually caused a few delays, to be honest with you, but it's a working now. Oh, we've got to get our beacon on. My bad. All right, so let's start them up. We're going to start number 2 first. Not nearly as involved as the doing it on the MD-80 or the 737 or any of that stuff. It's just point and shoot and get that puppy up and running. Ah, shoot. 7312, he said. So, 7312. And we're making some noise now. Nice, good start on 2, starting 1. I have not flown out of Copenhagen in a long time. Parking brake set. So this will be pretty neat. And we're going to turn the weather radar on. Oh, it's already on there. Very good. Let's see. No, it's not. There it is. Now it's on, but the wait on wheel switch should keep it from cooking the people in front of the aircraft right now. So. And we're going to switch to terrain mode. Now, in the next update of the Airbus, you're going to have separate controls for your navigation displays. So if I put terrain on ND, like I just did, it'll only affect that one display, and we'll have 2 completely separate functioning radios and those kind of things. And that's as we get the aircraft prepared for shared cockpit. Good start on 1. And we'll go ahead and secure the APU. Get our taxi light on. Cast up ground. Good evening once again. Lufthansa 471 ready to taxi 4 right. With X-ray.
Lufthansa 471, are you familiar with the airport?
Yeah, affirmative, 471.
Lufthansa 471, okay, sir. Volkswagen, runway 30 via Alpha.
Okay, so we believe we were going to be going out to 4 right. Has something changed now?
Lufthansa 471, sir, you will be crossing runway 30 and you'll be on your way with tower to 04 right.
Ah, okay. Apologies, we thought you were clearing us for runway 30. Okay, cross runway 30. Understand, thanks so much, Lufthansa 471. Okay.
And 471, just to be clear, you are not cleared to cross runway 30. Please hold short runway 30 via Alpha, and I will hand you over to tower.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Hold short runway 30 for Lufthansa 471. Thanks again. Had to crank him up just a little bit on my headset. So, all right, so flaps 2. Auto brake set to medium. Spoilers are armed. And what the heck? Oh yeah, Max, sorry. Come on, spoilers arm. Alright, I'll have to do that manually. I have not yet set that up on my controller. So, alright, there we go. Spoilers are armed. We'll do a real quick STS and recall, and takeoff is no blue. Here we go. Okay. So I started up my P3D about 900 times today. Restarted it.
Hello again from Sophie 250. I would like to have another go at my destination, still at gate 34, and we have information X-ray, and we're still ready to copy IFR to Amsterdam. Transavia 250, do you remember your previous clearance? Sorry, please say again. Transavia 250, you were cleared already. Do you remember that clearance, or do I need to issue a new one for you? No, I still have the clearance data, but just to be sure, it's the Lango 1 Alpha departure, runway 04 right, and squawk 7343, and initial flight level 70, Transavia 250. Transavia 250, yes sir, readback is correct, your clearance is valid, push and start approved, 1020, call for taxi. Okay, pushback is valid, approved, Transavia 250. And Lufthansa 471 contact Castro Tower, frequency 118.1, good evening.
118.1, thanks for that. Good evening. I don't know if this is going to work. I think I found a bug in the aircraft. Let's find out. Yep, I found a bug in the aircraft. Damn, I can't get that frequency tuned in. Let's find out if I can do it this way. We got a problem. Ah, shit. Well, happy days. That's what we do this beta testing for, guys. So you don't have to find this stuff. I'll be damned. That is really something. Let's try this. Okay. So we need to be a 118.1. There we go. Well, now it worked. Okay, that was a weird bug. At Castrop Tower. Good evening. Lufthansa 471 short of runway 30, ready to cross.
Lufthansa 471, Castrop Tower, good evening. Cross runway 12, continue taxi on Charlie and Bravo 20.04 right.
Alright, cross runway 12 and Charlie Bravo to 04 right. Thanks, Lufthansa 471. Interesting.
Tower, good afternoon, 1280, emergency aircraft, visual runway 12, final. Skin name 1280, Tower, good afternoon again, continue approach number
Clear
1,
on the left.
crossing aircraft in between.
And clear on the right.
Continue number 1, 2130. Skin name 1280, winds 110 degrees 4 knots, so correction 12, headline. This line runway 12 can be 128.
Lots of aircraft here today. Okay, so this should
Power
be...
just advised Scandinavia 120, we will vacate at Gulf 2,
This
and
would be
hopefully we can exit to the main.
this would be Bravo coming up here.
Rely on.
So right on to Bravo. Now, if you don't want to pay for the electronic flight flag, I tell you what, the Navigraph. I'm sorry, not Navigraph. The Little Nav Map is free. You just Google Little Nav Map, take it right to the download site, and it is an incredible piece of software. We are in fact showing that. It should be showing that to you right now. I gotta see if my screen is changing. My screen switcher. I think it is. You guys could also, you guys watching the stream could also let me know if it's changing over to the EFB and then the Little Nav Map. Long taxi out here, but not long as we're gonna have. We'll probably have at Amsterdam. Look at that Sat Dome. That is so cool. Yeah, man. Pretty far away from the terminal. This is my first flight, by the way, in the A321. I've been working on the Mad Dog Service Pack 1, so I haven't had an opportunity to fly this thing yet. And this is the most recent update that we got today. And I've been speaking with the other beta testers, and they
Lufthansa 471 up on myself, right and wait.
Apple Wait 04 right, thanks Lufthansa 471. Anyway, they are very pleased with this latest iteration of the A320 and A321. Very pleased.
Runway 12 vacated in Østerdal.
So,
Scandinavian 1280, welcome to København. Stop
as we enter the runway, we will turn on our strobes.
We're fine.
And we don't put our takeoff lights on
120,
until
Roger. You can
point it down the runway.
Taxi in India, hold your runway 2 to left. India to left, short. Lufthansa 471 approach frequency 19.8, the winds are now 170 degrees 402, 4 right left takeoff, covering.
119.8 for approach and clear for takeoff for runway 04 right. Thanks for that, Lufthansa 471. Now, normally we would be pushing it out right now. I just want to get this because we had problems with that frequency. 1198. Let's see if that one will work. 1198. If it dials in, okay. Son of a gun, it's not doing it. That's really weird. Okay. Let me just get this for beta testing so I'll show what's going on. 119.8 is not doable. That is crazy. Okay, I think I know what the problem is though. Let's get the aircraft up and we'll talk about it. Alright, looking for 60% plus EPR.
In 120, when the departing traffic has
engines are stable,
crossed,
up to Toga.
left and call it on 121.9.
Initial was 7,000, right? And press.
Oh, never mind. Hold position disconnect approved.
Yeah, you just really should turn these on. V1. And up we go. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Nav mode select. Or I should say autopilot on. And slats and flaps coming in. Coming up and in. Let's get that frequency dialed in if we can. 119.8. So one side of that is not working. That's what our deal is. Levers to climb. That looks good. At Copenhagen departure, Lufthansa 471 passing 3.5 for 7,000.
Lufthansa 471 Copenhagen approach, good evening, you identified climb flight level 190, direct go.
Alright, we'll climb 190 and give us that waypoint again for the direct.
Lufthansa 471, direct lane go, that's Lima, Alpha, November, Golf, Oscar, lane go.
Yeah, direct Lego. Thanks for that, Lufthansa 471. Okay, so we'll just bring this up so you guys can see it. So we'll press DIR for direct to Lango. And insert. And that'll be a left turn to Lango. Now that everything is, alright, we'll go standard. Everything looks hunky-dory. We'll get the lights off in a minute, but I thought I'd just give you guys a shot of the, if I can catch it. You can't see it too well. That's the big bridge that connects Norway and Denmark. And there's a tunnel on this part of the bridge. Oh, we got some AI ship traffic down there. Really cool. So we'll be going over that tunnel, which comes out over by the airport. It's actually pretty cool. So there's the airport behind that cloud. And then that bridge is actually a suspension bridge there in the middle. Anyway, that is freeware scenery. You can get it at the Aerosoft website. It's free. It's just a bridge scenery, but we add it for all of our scenery here at OVPA, and it's nice to see it. And then look at the windmills down there. That is really cool with a freighter going in between them. All this AI shipping traffic, that's free. You can get it on AvSim. If you Google AvSim AI shipping, and you'll get the ship models and the actual routes the ships use worldwide. And it's all free, so it's really, really, really cool. There's Castro. That's the airport we just banged out of. Pretty cool. You see all those windmills down there generating power. There's windmills on the other side of the airport as well. Big wind farm. And there's yet another ship down there. That is really cool. It looks like a small one. So I'm retired from the U.S. Navy, so I like the ship stuff. And there's a nice look at the bridge and tunnel. Much better look than we had before. You can see it connects the two land masses. It's pretty cool.
Lufthansa 471, contact Copenhagen Control, frequency 121.37.
121.37 for Copenhagen. How about that? For Lufthansa 471. Thanks for the service. Hope to see you again.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Alright, now let's see here. 121.37. Let's see if I can get this one to do it. Probably not. And how about that? No way. Not going to happen. Let me show the guys here for the... There we go. So we'll have to do it one at a time, see if my radio panel work. 127... sorry. Correction. 121.37. Works like a champ. Verified it.
And 1287, turn right, heading 120, clear. Let's approach runway 09, report established. Left, a right turn, heading 120, clear LS 9, report established, Scandinavian 1287.
And Copenhagen Control, good evening. Lufthansa 471, flight level 190.
Lufthansa 471, Copenhagen Control, good evening, identified. Time flight level 360.
360. Can we revise that for 320 for Lufthansa 471?
Lufthansa 471, no problem, climb flight level 320.
320 for Lufthansa 471, thanks. Up we go. And give you an external look here.
Clear in 192, contact Norway, frequency 118.87.
And get the weather radar on now.
Skyday 1287, establish ILS 9.
So,
Clear 1287, wind is 105 knots from a 09, clear to land. Alright, land 09er, Skyday 1287. And then 546, holding 09. Near 546, hold your position. We have arriving traffic on shore final. We'll go 546.
Copenhagen Control, good evening, Scandinavian 1524, flight level 410 with you inbound to Scan.
And 1524, Copenhagen Control, good evening, identified.
Copenhagen, this is Primera 155, with you at flight level 244 for flight level 180.
Primera 155, Copenhagen Control, good evening, you are identified. Cleared inbound Copenhagen on the Monax 2 Echo arrival for runway 04 left, descent flight level 80.
Delta 80, Monarch 1, 2 Echo, arrival for 04.
Control, good evening, Cafe. Or flight level T10 inbound Copenhagen. Station, please repeat call sign. Atari 44. Good time for making control, good evening. 5, flight level 310.
It's the cockpit entry.
Proceed
You can see
direct
there's nobody
to
outside the cockpit door, or the
Lima,
flight deck
and
door.
expect runway 04
So,
left to me.
but that'll change in a minute. Because we're asked for some coffee.
Okay, runway 04 left. Can you please give me radar after Victor Delta?
Okay, level 320.
Qatar 424, you get a more direct route since the route by Victor Delta is kind of a detour. So you will get vectors after Alpha Lima. Okay,
There's some ships. And another ship. Pretty cool. I know it's hard to see on the stream. Maybe not. I don't know. But there's one way the heck over there.
Qatar 424, your next waypoint should be Alpha Lima, and I'll give you vectors after that.
Tremendous looking suspension bridge. Very nice.
Continuing 546, wind is 105 knots from way 09, clear for takeoff.
Oh my god. Or two huge bridges.
09, clear for takeoff, Scandinavian 546.
Thank you, Orbix.
Right now, 1771, contact making approach 119 at this weight.
Very few companies do the liveries like Aerosoft does. I will tell you this. We got a guy on the team who's been doing this for years, Stefan, and let me tell you what, the guy is a not only a graphics artist, but a graphics artist genius. I mean, he really is. The liveries are just amazing. The virtual cockpit that he did, absolutely amazing. Not just in the detail and the accuracy, but in the how it looks aesthetically. It's just incredible. Really is. He is amazing in the work that he does. Scheduled right turn. Beautiful day for flying, even though technically it's evening over there. I'm doing it anyway. Let's see if I can get the that's a Ryanair. Why is my aircraft not showing up on the map on the EFB? I did something to it, obviously.
Copenhagen Control, good evening. Is it 7 for Papa Bravo? Do it like that. Flight level 250 and direct Papilla.
There we go. Now, there it is.
This is 7 for Papa Bravo, command control, good evening, identifies.
So you can see all the other aircraft as well that will come in.
Continue, is it 7 for Papa Bravo?
Ta-da! Now let me make sure my screen switcher is working, because I haven't been watching it, but let's see if it's turned on. Yeah, it is. And stream round trip. Looking good. Little nav map sidebar. Mainstream.
Copenhagen Control, good evening, Transavia 250 with you at flight level 190. Transavia 250, Copenhagen Control, good evening, identifying climb flight level 340. Flight level 340, Transavia 250, thank you.
Okay, hopefully that's going to work for you guys. That's the little nav map right there.
Then 546, identify flight level 40, climb flight level 240, direct red cat.
It should have changed for us, but it didn't.
Flight level 240, and could you give me direct again? 546, direct red cat, Romeo, Echo, Tango, Kilo, Alpha. Direct red car, source cabin, 546. Request permission to leave the flight deck for 30 seconds from Traffic 250. 250, approved, please report when back. Roger that, thank you. Premier 155. Premier 155, contact Copenhagen approach on 119 8 hours flight.
19.8, roger.
Lufthansa 471, contact Maastricht on 135.45. Bye-bye.
Alright, contact Master Control 3545 for Lufthansa 471. Thank you so very much. We'll see you again.
Hope so.
In your dreams. Okay, 35. So if you just tuned in, there's a bug with the COM1 radio. And we just discovered it. And so I've got to change the inactive frequency first, the active to the inactive, in order to tune it and then retune it again. So there you go. Coming up on a scheduled left turn. And Master Control, good evening, Lufthansa 471 320. And Master Control, apologies, sir. You're coming in about 1 by 2 on the comms. Past controllers seem to be fine. So I'm not sure that's our system.
Lufthansa 471, Maastricht, radio check.
Yeah, no, that's 5 by 5. Thanks so much.
Lufthansa 471, not a problem. You are on transfer from present position, direct yield VOR, Echo Lima.
Echo Lima VOR, direct 2. Thanks for that, Lufthansa 471. Okay, so great. We get to do something. So, DIR for direct, right? And
good evening, and Lufthansa 385 with you, flight level 350.
And insert, and we're on our way. So, nice. And we'll go ahead and get our, we haven't put our star in yet. And I'm not sure we really need to, but let's see if we have ATIS yet for Amsterdam.
Lufthansa 3 Hotel Tango,
We do.
hello, contact München Ida 13255, ciao
Okay,
ciao.
Information Yankee.
13255, bye-bye.
And arrival runway 4 left. Vacate runway departure runway. Alright, so 4 left.
Eurocontrol, good evening, Cam 648 is at flight level 370, we are inbound to Golf, Mike Hotel, and squawking 1000.
So we'll change this all up here. So the arrival, and it's going to be ILS 4 left.
Kelvin 648, wait a minute, squawk 06, correction 062. In squawk code, Kelvin 648.
Oh, that's interesting. There's no ILS.
648, squawk 0362. Squawk 032, Kelvin 648.
No, that's right. So let me double check that information here. Yes, not what I'm seeing.
KLM
Why are they saying
608
forward
had
left?
identified unpleasant position, direct Austin.
I had runway 4, runway 6, and runway 9, or I don't have a 4
Direct
left.
Austin,
What
KLM
the
608.
heck? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, no 4s at all actually in that. So, wow, that's kind of weird.
Maastricht, very good evening to you. Right now, 19 Sierra Zulu, flight level 380.
Okay, there we go. That was an RNAV 4, right?
Flying Air 19 Sierra Zulu, Maastricht, hello, squawk please, 0365.
Squawk 3065, right now 19 Charlie Zulu.
Sierra Zulu, negative on squawk
That's crazy. That matches
0365
nothing.
again.
That ATIS has got to be
0365.
hosed up.
0365, right now 19 Charlie Zulu.
Navigraph to the rescue. Let's get my Navigraph charts up. That's kind of crazy.
Maastricht, Euro Control, good evening. Element 7 Yankee, Fargo 390.
Kilometer 7 Yankee, hello, Maastricht, squawk 0331.
331, Element 7 Yankee.
Ryanair 19 Sierra Zulu identified, proceed direct to compass via Papa Alpha Mike.
Proceed direct to Papa Alpha Mike, right now 19 Sierra Zulu, thank you.
Yeah, that ATIS is screwed up.
Good evening,
No two ways about it.
I'm following at 111 with you, pass at Eleni, flight level 370. And upon 111, I call you back, right break, KLM 65, contact frequency 127725, Delta. 1275, KLM 648, bye-bye.
A Maastricht radar, this is Lufthansa 471, sir. We're just looking at the ATIS for Amsterdam. They've got that pretty messed up. They're calling for 4 left and 4 right, which I don't think exists at that airport. Anyway, I don't know if you have a way of reaching out to them or you want me to do it, but just figured I'd let somebody know about it.
Alright, yeah, just give them a private message.
Yeah, we'll do.
It's what happens. And upon 111, welcome sir, squawk please 0335 seconds, squawk 0335.
Now they've changed their ATIS, okay.
But
But no landing runway in the ATIS. What the heck, man? No landing runway in the ATIS, that's kinda weird. Actually,
Airplane 111 identified, flight level 370 from
runway
present
06.
position, by Romeo Kilo
Okay.
November.
we can live with that. Sent me for around the world on that one. Alright, so runway 06. We can do that. There it is, ILS 06.
Flight level 370, direct Romeo Kilo
Alpha.
November, Airport
It's already selected, that's very good. Insert. And we'll get rid of the disco. And insert. Double check the rest. RTIP. We'll get a vector off of RTIP anyway. So everything's looking good there. And we're not quite to the point where we want to start putting the landing information in, but we'll do that soon. What we can do though is we can update our winds. So initialization, wind update, and request the wind. Okay. The heck are you guys today?
Maastricht Control, good evening, Transavia 250 with you, flight level 340.
Transavia 250, Maastricht identified.
Maastricht Control, good day, KLM 251, inbound SIF flight level 180.
KLM 251, hello, you still know my airspace. I cannot see you until you pass level 210, contact when passing.
Say again the last, please.
Yeah, report when you're passing flight level 210, please.
Keep forgetting that's not. I don't know, make a note to bind in my arm spoilers command to my all these buttons that are in front of me. That is weird that that radio does that. I've never seen that happen before.
Um, 87 Yankee, contact mention radar frequency 124.05. Goodbye. Mission rate 105, KLM 780. Thanks, connect.
Look at those cloud textures. That is absolutely incredible looking clouds. Thank you, Hi-Fi, and the Active Sky cloud art. That's absolutely amazing. Not a single weather texture out there that has been released anyway. You know, I'm not talking about private ones that I haven't tried, and I am so impressed with this. I really, truly am.
Lufthansa 471, when you are ready, descend flight level 260.
Flight level 260, we're ready for that now. Lufthansa 471. It's a little before our top of descent, but we're going to do it anyway. And see ya. So we're not going to be able to fly a non-directed star here on this flight, but the reports from other beta testers are that the aircraft, both in the climb and the descent, is spot on now with the changes that have been made. adhering to constraints, and also as far as the rate of descent or rate of climb goes. So we're fingers crossed that it's all been resolved. And that'll be put in the 8318 319, be backfitted to that. Fact is, I can check real quick, see if that's already happened. Let's take a look. And update. Nope, not yet. But I bet it happens over the weekend. If not the weekend, then Monday. I think sooner rather than later. It's just a guess on my part. Strictly a guess.
Aspect control, German Tower 171 again, flight level 380 inbound EDOT.
Alright, so we're going to give it a little bit of help.
German Tower 171 Maastricht. Hello again. Continue as cleared.
2,300 feet per minute and pull.
Continue this side, German Tower 171.
German cargo. Descend now, please. Flight level 280.
Now, level 280, German Tower 171.
Perfect. Managed flight and...
Good evening, Euro Maastricht. Scandinavian 021 with you. Driving to flight level 300 for Rhythmic. Flight level 380 en route to Munich.
So we stream here at OVPA, well,
Scandinavian
hold on here.
031 Maastricht identified. Climb all the way. Flight level 380 unrestricted.
Tune that guy down just a little bit. We stream, two of
All
us,
the way unrestricted. Flight level 380 for
two of us stream to
0.
5 different sources at the same time, and 3 of those sources are stuff that flight simmers don't watch. That's just we do that to interest people in flight simulation. The other guys stream to just 2 sources. But the interesting thing is that when we get somebody chats from any one source, like if you're on YouTube and you type something in to me, the people on Twitch don't see that, or Smashcast, or Periscope, or any of the other places that we do stream to. So if you sometimes it's true, I talk to myself. Sometimes I talk to you guys, and sometimes I answer questions that you guys may not see in the chat. So, but by all means, if you have any questions, throw them out.
Good evening. Is it 74 Papa Bravo Radio for 350 direct data?
EV74 Papa Bravo Maastricht identified. Would you like a shortcut?
This shortcut is 7 for Papa Bravo.
EV74 Papa Bravo from present position. Direct Boomil. Boomil direct.
Direct Boomil is 7 for Papa Bravo.
It's interesting. I asked for my coffee. Oh, there's my coffee.
German Cargo 171, contact Paris,
You
frequency
can see
128.1.
that young lady out there who actually works at Aerosoft. And she wants to come in, so whoops. There we go. Open the door, and we should see her disappear, and the tray come out. And what do I get? What do I get? Come on. Coffee. How about that? Wasn't that interesting? I could actually use a cup of coffee right now. A real cup of coffee. I'm sure at least one of you guys watching could use a real cup of coffee. Fuel burn has been spot on this flight. So that is really, really good news. Look at those cloud textures. This is the active sky cloud art backed up with some Evitex textures, and absolutely tremendous. I mean, just incredible. Really is. Beautiful cloud textures. Love them to death. And of course, we're using the active sky weather engine, and how can you say anything bad about that thing, man? That thing is just stellar. Absolutely stellar. And like the weather textures, there's not a weather engine in Flight Sim I haven't used. And I tell you, just keep coming back to Hi-Fi's active sky product. But we test them all. We give them all a look. You know, if you ask me, the most exciting thing about the 8320, the pending 8320, 8321 release next week is the fact that we're going to start work on the A330. So that's exciting.
Lufthansa 471, you're now to my airspace, 60 Unicorn frequency 122.8. Have a good one.
Over to advisory for Lufthansa 471. Thank you so very much, and we appreciate your service. We really appreciate what you do for us here. So thanks for that.
Thank you for flying.
Okay, so down to 10,000.
Euro Control, Speedbird 37 X-ray with you, flight level 400.
Alright, so end pull.
Speedbird 37 X-ray master. Hello, identified.
2,300 feet per minute descent rate. You know what? Actually, even better. Let's change that to 240. If I can get there quickly enough. We're in the 100s. Why are we in the 100s? Did we catch it? Yeah, alright. So 250 and push. That'll level us out, and I'll put it back into a manage mode here for flight level 100 at an RTIP, it looks like. RTIP at, yep. Flight level 100 at RTIP 2, speed 250 knots. Good deal. Yeah, enter descent data. See, it is time. Alright, well, we can do that. And we get the numbers up here for the airport. Now, we can do this one or two ways. We could actually do that in the aircraft, but it's not going to give us all the information. Well, it'll give us the majority of the information we need. So, but we're going to do this anyway. Conditions. I'll do it in the aircraft in just a second. And we're looking at 1016. Okay. Try it again. 1016 is our QNH. And temperature is 19 degrees. Wow, it's starting to get a little chilly up in this part of the world. No, it's not really chilly, but it's getting colder. 330 variable 30? That can't be right. Well, crap. Let's do it in the aircraft and see what the aircraft tells us. And we'll get our arrival ATIS.
Transavia 250, descend to flight level 260 to be leveled by the Echo Lima.
Okay, 360 at 6. I like that a lot better. Now we can print that. So we hit print.
I'm ready, descend to flight level 260 off.
And we got it right there, and there's our printout. All the information one needs. So we will go back to our perf page. 360 at 6 knots for the wind. And let me just check. When I hit here,
Speedbird connect.
204 feet. So it's just really 200 feet I can't speak, radar altimeter. And that's what we're going to use.
Can I get back
there.
to you in about 2 seconds, 37 X-ray?
And we'll close this page. And we'll close,
37 X-ray, that's approved.
close
1
this
second.
up.
2 seconds.
And we'll get rid of the coffee. And Amsterdam approach at 121.2 wants to talk to me. Ready for some magic? How in the world am I? My mouse is over here. How am I doing this? Let's see here. 121.20. And okay, we're out of the window here, so and we better do that 3,200 feet. Copenhagen approach. Good afternoon or good evening. Lufthansa 471 out of 250 for 10,000 at RTIP.
Lufthansa 471, good evening. It's Schiphol Road. Let's make it the Ilde 1 Alpha arrival. Expect runway 06. And you can descend flight level 100 to be leveled by RTIP.
Okay, so runway 6 and flight level 100 by RTIP for Lufthansa 471. Thanks so much.
That is correct.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah, then 119 at 64.
KLM 119, thank you. The wind is 6
250 on pull.
6 knots, runway 36 left, 6 to 4, clear takeoff.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream.
This is takeoff runway 36 left, KLM 119.
So here is the outside of the 321. You can see the Sat Dome on there. That's a new addition. Actually, you know, the whole aircraft's been rebuilt from scratch, pretty much. In fact, I think everything has been done from redone. But it's an amazing looking aircraft inside and out. Really, truly is. Love it to death. And nobody does graphics work like our graphics artist Stefan. He is amazing. So really enjoy benefiting from his hard work. A lot of people don't realize it, but it's the graphics work on these projects that is the most time consuming, that takes the longest. And just amazing stuff he does. Just amazing. And a little bit of weather. It doesn't look like it's going to interfere with us. It'll be well over 60 miles away from the airport, so that's cool. And our transition level for Amsterdam is 5,000 feet, so we'll just stay here with the standard selected. And we'll start slowing it down, so deploy our spoilers. Company message. Okay, here's something new from the past version, and you guys do see this on the 318, 319, but company message, that is really just telling me that I've got some, I asked for ATIS earlier, and yeah. Let's see. I'll go to the ALC menu and take a look at our message. And we've already seen it, but we can do that and look at it. And as I showed earlier, we can print that to you can print that to the aircraft printer. I'll just show you how that works real quick if you haven't seen it before. There's the printer, and so we'll print it, and prints out there, and then we can click it if we want to. You can click it and it'll show up then on your little clipboard over here, and then if you want to see the whole thing, there you go, and you can just exit out. So however you want to use it, it's your aircraft, use it the way you want to, that's fine. Usually I just look at here. The other interesting thing is you can set in the configurator, you can set this thing up to print to your home printer if you'd like to, which is really cool. So anyway, that should have let's see, we'll just clear that, and company message should have gone away, and it did. Now right now, so 10,000 feet, not close to the MSA here, but
one liner identified past 3,000 feet.
We are
level 130.
Below 10,000. I'm going to switch on the nav display. You guys, I'll just go ahead and do it now. In fact, and you see it changed for both for the captain and for the FO side. Well, in the SP1 version of this aircraft, that'll be totally separate, and the radios will also be completely separate. And that's in preparation for connected flight deck. And if you're not familiar, the connected flight deck for this aircraft and the A319 and for the CRJ, it's all server based. It's totally new type of connected flight deck, not like the previous version. So pretty amazing stuff. Hey, there's an aircraft at 7,800 feet above us, and they're climbing, so it's no big deal.
471, descent flight level 70, after RTIP, direct Mike.
Descend flight level 70 after RTIP. Say again the name of the waypoint.
After RTIP, direct Papa Alpha Mike, the top is VOR.
Papa Alpha Mike after RTIP. Thanks, Lufthansa 471. Okay, so 70. Pull, and we'll set now for 1,800 feet per minute descent rate, and we'll just get rid of that disco, and that'll take us direct to where we want to go. Let me show you guys. So, all right. So after RTIP, I was cleared to Papa Alpha Mike. Oh, actually, it's not in there. I thought it was. So we'll have to put that in real quick. Papa Alpha Mike. Right there. And that's the right there. And that'll work. Perfect. Gotta love it. And we'll go ahead and throw our lights on. Everything looking good, looking gorgeous, in fact. So, no issue. Now, we've been getting it from all the beta testers have been telling this for the last about 18 hours now, that the climb and descent rate issue is resolved. And I've had a mixture of managed descent and active descent profiles on this flight, and both have been tremendous. So no issues whatsoever.
119, I have bad news. You're about to my airspace. No further available. On a vehicle 122.8. Vanavond.
So it looks like we got that problem beat, and we got it licked, so to speak. And we'll be updating the 318, 319 with those software changes, and make sure everybody can benefit from this. Now, I have to tell you something. I've never experienced the climb descent rate issue in the Aerosoft Airbus, not once. But this software is even better than what it used to be. I can tell you that. So, some people have seen it, some people haven't. I'm one that has never seen it. Just the way it is.
Flight level 100 and to level off at RTIP.
Look at the dark haze out in front of us here. Tell you what, that's amazing. Amazingly realistic weather textures out there. Really incredible looking.
Squawk 2777, is that correct on Savi 250?
250 bijna, de squawk 2773.
Just right out dead ahead of the aircraft. That's
2773,
wonderful.
Transavi 250.
Amazing looking.
Helemaal correct. Goedenavond. Here 1069, West Eddie, the wind is 360 degrees at 6 knots, runway 36 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, dankjewel. 1069.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Star Games. Alright, so we're going to reduce our speed down to 240 knots now. It's only 10 knots, but makes a difference. So here on our...
Traffic 250 radar contact, continue met the Eildeman Alpha arrival with runway 06 and descent flight level 100, level by arc tip.
Sounds like there's somebody behind me.
Continue on the Elde approach on level off at RTIP at flight level 100, Transavi 250.
He's got to descend me, slow me, do something, so I'm going to slow myself here down 230 knots. I don't know if he's going to take me around. It looks like he's going to take me all the way around, so it's fine.
Lufthansa 471, information Juliet, factors for the ILS 6, descent flight level 40.
Flight level 40 for Lufthansa 471. We'll grab Juliet. Thanks for the update. Oh, sorry. Pull and down to 1,800 feet per minute and pull. And we'll get the...
KLM 1069, squawk mode Charlie.
There's Juliet. Let's see what we got here. Oh, transition level 40,
Squawk
okay.
1 Charlie, KLM 109.
1016.
KLM
Everything else has
1069, uitstekend,
changed.
radar
Okay,
contact,
everything's
flight
pretty much the
level
same, so we do
180.
not need to make any updates to our approach data, or descent data.
Climbing to 130, flight KLM 1069.
First, good evening, Jersey. Probably not the vacation. Fine.
Jersey 6 Bravo Papa, good evening, continue to the holding point Victor 4.
There's a nice look at the airport.
Jersey. Probably.
We'll pop outside and watch it load, I guess. See it way the heck over there.
And Lufthansa 471, fly heading 235.
Heading
Maintain the speed 220 knots.
235, 220 knots for Lufthansa 471. Alright, so 235 and pull, and down to 220 knots now, and pull. So 5-degree change to the left, that's all. Works for me. Not allowed, yeah, locked in. Sure. That's a fun.
KLM 1069, I have bad news. From airspace, no variety available. Monitoring Unicom 122.8, proceeds.
Monitoring Unicom, thank you very much, KLM 1069.
Bavaria 250, descent flight level 70, after RTIP, direct Papa Alpha Mike. Descend to flight level 70 and after active direct to Compass Papa Alpha Mike from South Africa.
Yes, they will be Star Games. It's in the Airbus it's called an FCU. In the Mad Dog it's a FGCP, Flight Guidance Control Panel. So everything, you know, Boeings are MCPs, Airbuses are FCUs, MDs are McDonnell Douglas. At least the MD-80 series is FGCP. But anyway, answer your questions, yes. Everything will be separated so in preparation for a shared cockpit, which in Aerosoft speak is called connected flight deck, which is a much better term than shared cockpit, by the way. Both technically and, well, yeah, I mean, it's just a heck of a lot better.
36 Bravo
Turn.
Papa Van Heavy, runway 36 left Victor 4, clear for takeoff, wind 360 degrees, 6 knots.
1016 set. So we got a 180 degree, little more than 180 degree turn coming up here, and we're going to use that turn to bleed our speed.
And the Lufthansa 47 van besteld over 3000 feet, QNH 1016.
1016, and Juliet's on board now for Lufthansa 471. Thanks. Okay, so there's an aircraft below us at 1600 feet and descending. Looks like he's lining up for runway 06, so let me show that to you. So chances are we're going to be coming in behind him. Well, he's descending pretty damn sharply. Anyway. Hell yeah, there he is on the EFB as well. And we have another aircraft coming in from our left. But no, he's not coming in. He's up high. He's going to go on by. But we should be able to lay eyes on this other guy. And I'll just tell you again, these cloud textures are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Hi-Fi. This is the active sky cloud art backed up by some Eventex textures. And, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I'll tell you what they remind me. I used to love the old REX Essentials weather textures. Now we're going back a few years here. But they're still the best I've ever seen. And active Hi-Fi with their active sky cloud art, and then you back it up a little bit with Eventex weather textures. Amazing. Best textures in flight sim as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely amazing. I love it. Really do. That is just really, really something to see. And I don't know that it streams as well as I see it on my 4K display. But just amazing. And the shading, oh my goodness, yeah. And I'm not using any highly manipulated third-party shaders. This is standard shaders.
Target 250, information Juliet, practice for the ILS, runway 06, descent flight level 40.
Okay, here comes
Descending to flight level 40, we will be expecting practice for the ILS, runway 06, target 250.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slow now, because he'll be turning us any minute. Usually I use the turn to bleed the speed, but we're going to go ahead and do it now.
Lufthansa 471, turn right heading 330, descend 2,000 feet, reduce your speed to 180 knots.
Alright, right 330, 180 knots down to 2,000 for Lufthansa 471.
Target 250, fly heading 235.
And pull. And we'll give this 1,300 feet per minute.
Heading 235 from South Hill 250. Six Bravo Papa identified level 39er, climb flight level 130.
Level 13, Dragon.
little early on that turn, I think. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and secure the train. We'll have to remember to...
Lufthansa 471 to right heading 030, cleared ILS approach, runway 06.
Okay, right, 030, cleared for the approach, ILS runway 06, thanks, Lufthansa 471. And pull. Localizer armed. I'm going to much rather have something between 360 and 020, but that's okay. We can live with this. Scenery loading there. My processor, after all these years, is starting to get a little tuckered. Yeah, 025 would have been perfect. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and slow 160 knots. And pull.
56 Bravo Papa, I have bad news for you as well. You're leaving my airspace, no credits available. Monitor Unicom 122, that's small 8, thanks for flying, bye bye.
So hunt the localizer.
Passagia 250, descent altitude 3,000 feet, QNH.
Close enough to 6 miles from the edge of the runway, so we're going to go ahead and bring the gear down. And established on the localizer. Approach mode select. Autopilot 1 and 2 select. There's the runway. .142 knots set. That's about 10 knots fast for us right now. Okay, fully established, runway 06. And we're going slower down now, 136. Get your butts in your seats.
Amsterdam approach, Norwegian 17 Juliet, on flight level 190.
Landing checklist complete.
Inbound, Echo Lima.
Ooh, we're off a little bit. Take a look at that. Now, one of the beta testers did report this
North
earlier.
South 17 Juliet, good evening. I have bad news for you. I will be closing soon. I'm just having my
Let's see if it self-corrects here.
Unfortunately, it will have to be on Unicom 122.8. Have a safe landing.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Lufthansa 471, you are 3 miles out. The preceding traffic is just about to vacate. Winds 360 degrees, 6 knots, runway 06, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 06, Lufthansa 471, thanks. Fiat +5, set, and pulled. Okay, there's the correction. Still looks a little off left of track, but we'll see how that works. I'll have to double check the airport too to make sure it's not the airport scenery. Ooh, yeah, hey, guess what? Forgot to set my reverse thrusters. I think that's F2. There's no reason for, okay, that's a, we're not that heavy. I have to check those figures. 138 and pull. And then this doesn't look right to me. Alright. Even for a displaced threshold, it just does not look right.
Passagia 250, descend now 2,000 feet. You have about 20 miles to go. Number 1.
Descending to 2,000.
She kind of chases the deck a little bit there.
Number 1, 2 then, Passagia 250.
There we go. No reverse. reversers. Okay, I haven't connected those to my joystick yet, or my controllers. Let's start some manual braking here at 100 knots. Here we go. A little bit of manual braking. I don't want to heat the brakes up too much. That's 80 knots. 60 knots. 40 knots. That's good. Well,
Looks like 250 to the right, heading 30 for base. Turning right, heading 30 to south, 250.
and get the strobe lights out.
You sure? Heading 330.
One little thing, if you fly on VATSIM,
Okay, roger that. 330.
let me talk with ATC first here. If you fly on VATSIM, you don't want to use the auto mode for the strobes, because the strobes will show on even sitting at the gate or during your taxi, and you don't turn those on till you get till you enter the runway. So, who are we talking to? 121.2. And Schiphol approach, Lufthansa 471 clear of runway 06.
Lufthansa 471, wonderful contact ground. 121, decimal 8, goodbye.
121.8, thanks for that. Goodbye. 121.8.
Amsterdam Schiphol.
And Schiphol ground, good evening. Lufthansa 471, just clear runway 06, going to Delta 10 tonight.
Lufthansa 471 Delta 10 is approved. Shortest way, and at Alpha 7 you are number 1. Lufthansa 471, you are number 1 at Sierra 6 to stand Delta 10.
Number 1 for stand Delta 10. Okay, we're going to give way to this aircraft here on our left, and then we'll move on out there.
Please take giving way to you, sir.
Ah, very good. We're on the move. Thanks again. Yeah, we definitely don't want to talk to anybody while we're taxiing. Come on. Phone ringing like that. What the heck? There's my swallow me vehicle. You'll run him over. Yeah, I've got REX Skyforce, and I used to work with those guys. They're okay. REX textures, I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with them. They're not as good as it used to be with REX Essentials way back in the damn day, but we settled in, OVPA guys settled in on the Active Sky Cloud Art with the Eventex textures. There's some things about the REX Skyforce textures that we are not in love with, and they're fairly unrealistic. And anyway, you'd have to, maybe things will change with their updated weather engine. I really don't know, but you really have to take a look at the whole package there too. And but yeah, I got them. There's, I think, very few flight sim products that I haven't been blessed enough to have. So. But we've looked even at I tell you, there's some freeware weather textures out there that, in my opinion, are just as good as the REX textures. I don't know why that is, whether it's something with REX or it's the guys that did the freeware textures are just that damn good. I just don't know. But I'll tell you this, you can't argue with the fact that the textures are amazing. So, Look at this. Delta 10 is a little bit of a tricky one to get into. I just picked that number out of thin air. So let's see how we do it. With no ground handlers to help us till we get up there. Oh, hey, flaps up for taxi. What's up with that? Okay, I'm going to stop and go internal here for a minute. There we go. There's the guy. Okay, will do. Parking brake set. Let's go ahead and get us some, we'll bring up MCDU number 3 and get some external power on the aircraft. So ground services, we'll set the traffic cones, we'll set the chocks, we'll bring on the external power without the GPU because I hate that thing. And well, actually I can give you another look at the overhead if you'd like it. Oh, I guess I can't. Absolutely, I got to import my presets again, so that's alright. That's alright. Okay, external power's on. We can kill the engines. Killing 1 and 2, just that quick. And bring up MCDU number 3 again. And to my doors. Open. And let me think here. Remember which way. Yep, operate jetways. Jetways coming in, and she wants to come in. Why? All right, come on in. Watch the disappearing act. Well, a little late on the coffee. Thank you very little. I do. I use Chase Plane. I love Chase Plane. Kevin Maynard over at FSFX is a good friend, and he, of course, the creator of Chase Plane and all of the FSFX magical add-ons that he has provided to the flight sim community. They're absolutely amazing. Look at this, another.
Hey friend, good evening.
Nope. Maybe it's okay. That's weird. That's the AVCAD, not the aircraft guys doing that. That's got nothing to do with the aircraft. That's all GSX following the AVCAD. So.
Delta 250, we're happy to see you again here. Delta 54 is yours.
Yeah, okay. We got to do some work here on GSX profile because I definitely don't need two. I don't need two.
Delta 250, gate Delta 54. Delta 54, thank you, Transavia 250.
This is a beautiful airport. The Flight Tampa, Amsterdam. It's probably my favorite airport in all of Flight Sim. I've got the vast majority of payware sceneries and from all the different developers. And this is the one that does it for me, man. It's just really cool. Transylvania. Nice. Yeah, it's an amazing airport, and it's huge. And the fact that they could keep the frame rates as good as they kept them, which is they're really great, is testament to the quality of their work. It really is. There is another runway. I'll show you how big this is. If you're not familiar with this airport, there is another runway way, way, way over there, and it takes forever to get out to it or in from it. So I'm happy that we landed runway 06. But yeah, that runway is way over there. Can't even see it from here. It's so far. Pretty cool. And there's a bird's eye view of what's going on with the aircraft. So, yeah, GSX is tremendous. It really, truly is. GSX V2 be coming out, and you guys will find out next week if you subscribe to AbSim or forums or the Aerosoft forums or the FlightSim.com forums. You'll and probably FS Elite will notify you guys of our next annual web conference. It's going to be in October on a Saturday at 5 p.m. GMT, and we hope to have Umberto with us, as well as Matthias Koch from Aerosoft, and a couple of special guests. I can't say who they are yet. So, but yeah, we should be taking a closer look at GSX V2 and some upcoming aircraft that nobody has seen before, and a couple other neat things, as well as a lot of product giveaways. So that'll be in October, probably toward the end of October, but we're waiting for confirmation on the date because we don't want to conflict with a Flight Sim charity event that takes place around the same time. So we'll just get some heads up on that, and find out what their date is so we don't conflict with them, and we'll let you guys know when the date is. It's going to be cool. Always is. We get about 5,000 viewers every year we do this. This will be our fourth or fifth year doing it. I just wanted to see, I called the catering truck. I just want to make sure it goes where it's supposed to go before I shut this thing down. So I guess I could call it the fuel truck too. Catering truck will be here probably in 60 seconds, because as soon as that one baggage is, our cargo container is out of here, then we'll be good. Hey, by the way, I assume everybody watching on all 5 stream venues, the vast majority of you guys are flight simmers. If you are, I'd love to know what your favorite aircraft is. Alright, come on, guys. Some TV magic. I hear it. At least I think I hear the catering vehicle. Doesn't look like it's going to fit too well, so definitely need to change the profile to have a conveyor up front without the cargo loader there. waiting for other services to complete. Alright, so there's a problem here I have to look at. Because it's not coming. I thought I heard it coming, but... Well, something to write up. Okay, well guys, listen, unless you guys have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and secure the stream, and I thank you so much for coming and spending some of your time with us. And next we'll probably do another A320 or A320 flight, and then we'll get back to doing some work on the Mad Dog as well. So thank you again for choosing to spend time with us, and we hope to see you again. You guys take care.